Today we're making lamb tagine with pomegranates. This is a great winter dish to make. We're using lamb shoulder in it, and this responds really well to long cooking, holds its shape, so you can cook it for 2, even 3 hours, and it'll still be absolutely delicious at the end. First thing we're going to do is heat an oven-proof casserole, medium heat. Just add some olive oil to that, and we're going to heat the oven to gas mark 3. To the oil, I'm just adding the onions, the ground ginger, paprika, and turmeric. And we're just going to cook that quite slowly to release all the flavours. Then we're just going to add some seasoning to that. If you care about the provenance of your meat, and lamb in particular for this dish, then look for the quality standard mark. This guarantees full traceability, direct back to the farm. It's going to be a really good super cut of meat. I mean, look at this this cut in particular. It's a good rosy pink. It's a nice layer of fat on there. It looks really, really superb. I'm sure it's going to produce fantastic tagine. Okay, so I've got these onions sweated down nicely now with the spices. So now I'm going to caramelise the meat. I'm doing this in a separate pan here. It's really important that your meat gets brown. I'm just going to get this in here. A good sizzle will indicate that it's doing the job. I mean, if you've got a big enough casserole at home to caramelise the meat in there as well, along with the onions, then great. So yeah, just give the meat a good seasoning. And to that, I'm just going to add some garlic, which is really going to flavour the lamb. I mean, with this lamb shoulder or any cut, if you ask your butcher that you don't feel confident to cut it up yourself, then I'm sure the butcher will oblige, no problem. I think it's good to get involved yourself, I mean, it's quite an easy task. Okay, so the lamb's just sealing away nicely there, and we're just going to get the onions and spice mix back on, just to kind of warm through before we add the lamb to that. Okay, so yeah, the lamb's caramelising up nicely now, as you can see. There's some good flavour in there. Once you've got the lamb caramelised, we're going to add it to the onion spice mix. Back onto the heat. Give that a good mix up, so it's all nicely coated with the spices. It's good sizzle going on there. And then we're going to add the saffron and the water. There we go. Okay, so I've just brought that to the boil. Just giving it a quick stir, make sure there's nothing around the outside there. And then this is going to go in the preheated oven. It's gas mark 3. So we're just going to pop a lid on here, pop this in the oven. 2 hours, that'll be ready to go. Okay, so our tagine's been in the oven for about 1 hour and 10 minutes, so I'm just going to take it out, and that is looking fantastic. Bubbling away, the lamb's just starting to melt away, plenty of flavours coming out of there, it's really, really good. That's going to be spectacular. The last part of the dish, we just need to add in some more seasoning and herbs, dried apricots, which I'm just going to slide into there, sprig of thyme, stick of cinnamon, and some fresh chopped coriander. Another 20 minutes, let those extra flavours come through, and that's going to be perfect. So we're just going to pop this back in the oven, another 20 minutes. I'm going to take the tagine out, it's had another 20 minutes, and all those flavours should have infused in there beautifully. This is going to be ready for serving pretty much straight away. We're going to have a look at this, it should be ready, and it is looking fantastic. Getting all those flavours through there already. Cinnamon, thyme in there, really, really good. So I'm just going to take the cinnamon stick out and the sprigs of thyme, so you don't want to be eating those. Just pop those to the side, and we're ready to serve. The tagine is going to be served classically with couscous salad. It's nice and fresh, and it'll cut through the richness of the lamb. Nice base of couscous, and then a couple of spoons of the tagine. That is smelling amazing. Spoon some of the juices over. And then finally, just for a little bit of freshness at the end, got some very seasonal and fresh pomegranate seeds. And they'll really sharpen the dish up. And there we go, lamb tagine with pomegranates. Look at that.